Developments coming in are from Bangladesh that continues to remain at unease. Now, the country is preparing to bid farewell to Inqilab Manch leader Sharif Osman Hadi, whose body has been brought back from Singapore, where he was undergoing treatment after sustaining serious injuries in Dhaka last week. Now, he later succumbed to those injuries. Today, a funeral prayer will be held at the National Parliament House in the capital city, as announced by the interim leader Muhammad Yunus. Now, earlier, Yunus in fact described Hadi's death as an irreplaceable loss to the nation's political and democratic sphere. Hadi, in fact, today will be laid to rest beside Bangladesh's national poet Qazi Nazrul Islam, following his family's request. Now, his body to be brought to Dhaka University's central mosque on Saturday, followed by a janaza after Zuhr prayers, which will be held at Malik Mia Avenue. Now, supporters have been urged to maintain discipline with no public viewing of the body permitted. Meanwhile, Inqilab Manch, also known as the Platform for a Revolution, has appealed to its followers to refrain from violence after several buildings were torched overnight across Bangladesh. Now, viewers, despite the appeal coming in from the Yunus-led government, protests continue, with demonstrators even blocking a highway in Ghazipur, which is north of Dhaka, demanding that those responsible for Hadi's killing must be brought to justice. In fact, Hadi's death has drawn reactions across the political spectrum. Two of Bangladesh's major political parties, that is BNP and Jamaat-e-Islami, both have now expressed grief and condemned the killing, even as the country still remains on edge amid rising tensions. Meanwhile, Bangladesh leading daily Pratham Alo is now resuming operations today after temporarily suspending all the services on Friday due to severe arson attack and vandalism at its Dhaka office. Visuals of those attacks on your screen right now. Now, viewers, following the attacks on the night of December 18th by a mob during violent unrest in the capital, the newspaper announced that it could not publish its Friday print edition and that online operations were also down. Now, this was in fact the first time in its 27-year history that the newspaper had to halt its operations. Now, viewers, this attack, which also affected the nearby office of the Daily Star, has been widely condemned as an attack on press freedom in Bangladesh. Pratham Alo executive editor Sajad Sharif called it the darkest night for journalism in the country and a direct assault on the freedom of speech and news media in Bangladesh.